Alright. So Ben,
Hmm?
what did we just watch?
Some kind of a movie?
So let's what I have in the background is kind of a hint. We just watched the Corona zombies. I saw
Mm,
this YouTuber cover it, and I'm like, oh, coronavirus has almost been around for a year. Let's do something for its anniversary. It's a great anniversary. We all want to remember. I'm like, maybe this stupid ass movie would make the pandemic at least somewhat worth it.
no, not this. This was possibly one of, if not the worst movies we have ever watched.
There's not really much to say about it. Let's try to discern the plot. So basically, there's this.
Um, which plot? There's two because this movie is plagiarism. There's a plot with a girl. Her name is Barbie, and she's at home and she's finding out about coronavirus. But then the other plot is a group called Corona Squad, and the footage is from another movie, and they just dubbed audio in.
Back off of me, Barbara! There are corona everywhere!
We could ditch the car and go by boat. Either that or disguise ourselves as corona zombies. To think such a terrible pandemic started in a building covered in water slides.
Remember, whatever you do, take them alive! Shoot the son of a bitch!
Shit, wrong guy.
They are storming the building. Get down!
And that's a majority of the movie.
A la Raptor.
Yeah, but at least with Raptor, they knew how to work around it. I can't believe I'm using Raptor as a positive. This, it's just they're doing dubbing, and at first I thought it was just because they were trying to be funny because it was in China, so they were trying to dub it. But then you told me, you're like, no, this is a different movie. It's from a different movie.
I was like, for this review, we're gonna actually try to explain the plot a little better. Psych, no plot.
Yeah, there was the girl for the plot. She was trying to get toilet paper, and then
That's the
spoilers. It
plot.
turns out it was in her house, and then it's supposed to be Trump who's credited in this movie because they just used footage of him when he was president talking about Corona. They create a Corona squad, and the Corona squad is who we follow from the stock footage.
Yeah, that's the
And they're
story.
trying to find a cure, I think, and what's funny though is because the movie that they're taking the footage from was like in the 80s, but they're trying it to make it seem like it was in 2020.
Let's talk about the number one issue we both have with this movie. This movie is racist as hell. They had a woman dress up in tribal paint at one point and infiltrate. I forget which city they said it. They
It was
in
Baltimore.
the original movie she infiltrated quote unquote a tribe.
It's like a tribe.
And then
But
they
in this movie,
Baltimore
they
and they
said, "Oh, it's the jungles of Baltimore," insinuating that
giving them racist accents as well.
Where the hell did they come from?
I'm not sure, but something tells me they haven't sprayed that boat with Lysol in a very long time.
I couldn't believe it. It was bad. It was the only good thing about this movie was that it was short. It was like an hour, and I got a few laughs.
I can't believe they got away.
Tell
with
them more about the plagiarism.
Oh yeah, they stole. All right, so I picked this up because I listened to a lot of progressive rock, and there's this band Goblin who did a lot of soundtracks back in the 70s. They stole their music that they used in the soundtracks. Like I knew it right away. Like I heard, like they definitely stole from Dawn of the Dead.
What I want to know the context of the scenes that were happening in the original movie.
Some of them were weird as hell.
This movie was also very gratuitous.
Yeah, the gore doesn't normally bother me, but there was points in this movie where it just got ridiculous.
And there's a lot of gratuitous nudity
There were a lot of boobies.
The only scenes they actually shot new footage for was this girl named Barbie, take her acting for what you will from the name, and the scenes at the strip club.
Actually, that was from another movie too.
Never mind. See, so they only filmed
Barbie.
maybe 5 minutes worth of footage in total of new footage. Which then and there, I'm like, how did this movie like not get like copyright?
I think they owned it, but still.
It was so lazy. It seemed like they threw in the Barbie stuff just to be like, oh, see, it's kind of new.
I mean, they could have it could have been really funny, and it was funny at points. But then it got really stupid, and I feel like I would have had a worse
Yeah.
time if I saw the original movie beforehand. In my 23 years of life, I've never seen something made with such laziness, but they kind of had to. So, but I also don't. I don't know. At this point, I mean, it's not really much else to
No,
say.
don't
It's
give
like,
them credit because they could have just not made the movie either.
yeah. What are you thinking for a rating? I mean,
One.
yeah, I honestly liked it a little bit better than Raptor because Raptor, I was literally furious at the screen when I was trying to watch it.
I feel like at times it was trying to be funny.
It was funny at
It was
times.
trying
It
to be. It was
succeeded.
trying to be funny, but then there were scenes where they overdid it. Like there was 2 scenes where the guy was like really close to the zombies and he was taunting them. Remember
Right.
that? Yeah, and it was way too long.
All right. My rating is actually going to be a 2. I was thinking of doing a 3, but I had to take a star away from the racism. Just because in 2020 you can't say that shit.
That's like the laziest kind of humor that they had. Like
Yeah,
it was just like, what do we do? Oh, let's just have him speak jive and pretend. This might be my least favorite. I feel like I say that a lot, but this one I was like, I didn't even attempt to. I just hated this movie. Like I can't even compare it.
All right. Thanks for
It's
watching.
only an hour.
Thanks for watching the review.
Yeah.
It wasn't really much of a review because it wasn't really much of a movie. Right, bye.
Hold it! We've got to test him first! Test read positive!